Hello, I'm Lisa and welcome back to my channel where usually you get from me a new creative project, often on a Friday, but this week hasn't really gone to plan and health-wise I've not been having a good week. So instead I thought I would share with you a roundup of some of the sunflower creative projects that we have done as a family previously. So I'll go through the different projects that we've got and hopefully there can be a little project to inspire you to get creative with the idea of sunflowers, which are very prevalent right now. So first up, we have got a lovely simple one that's perfect for anyone. This is printing. So on this one, we use two different types of sponges. And one of the main reasons we went for the two different types was to look at the different textures that you got from using the different sponges. My daughter absolutely adored the really aerated black centre of the sunflowers for this one. You don't have to use sponges though. You can print with whatever you like, household objects, leaves, petals from nature. You could use vegetables, kind of whatever you would like. But it's a great sensory experience and one that can be done by people of any age. You can get taste safe paints or kind of make them yourselves as well. So there's lots of options to be able to make this really accessible. One thing I thought I would mention is how we display the creations that we make in our home. We found that having a gallery is the perfect way of being able to make changes with things really quickly. So we just have these little hooks in the wall and bulldog clips, and we attach the bulldog clips to the piece of art that we have created, and then we can just hang the bulldog clip up on the hook. This means that my daughter gets a say over exactly what she wants up in the gallery, how long she wants it there for, and when she wants it taken down. So it's a really nice way to be able to treasure those creations that have been made. Next up, for our sunflower creations, we have got a collage one. So this one, we used some seeds that were well past their date and some tissue paper, and the green was actually a little bit of leftover mulberry paper that we had, but you can use whatever that you have available. This is really good for helping develop those fine motor skills and control, tearing the strips of paper. If you would like the template of the sunflower that I've used, I will add that into the description below so that you've got that if you need it. Moving on to the next one, we have the sun catcher. Now for this one, you use, I can't remember if it's got an official name, but I used to always use this kind of plastic film to cover my exercise books when I was at school. And it's basically that you mount onto a door or a window so that you've got that transparency there, and then you tear up little pieces of, it can just be paper, but actually tissue paper works really well because you get the light shining through and it makes a wonderful sun catcher. This one was a sun, but to turn it into a sunflower, all you'd need to do is add on maybe a little stem and a little pot, and you could always use different colours to be able to collage in those different areas. A true favourite of ours has always been the sensory wonder that is Play-Doh. Whether it's homemade, whether it's shop bought, it doesn't matter. You can use different materials with it. So we actually had some dyed chickpeas that we used in this one, but you could just use Play-Doh if you wanted to. And again, it's a really nice experience to be able to mould the dough, something that's really accessible for anyone of any age. And I really like Play-Doh for being one of those activities that brings lots of people together. So you can have lots of Play-Doh together for anybody in the family to get together and create together. So you could do a project that is kind of individual, or you could do one collaborative one as well. Now, being creative doesn't just mean using art materials. You can be creative in lots of different ways, and one way we love is to have a selection of materials that we can put together to create our own scenes. And for this one we had different types of kind of fake sunflowers and leaves to be able to create a sunflower garden. So this was very much enjoyed by my daughter. But equally, you could be creative by having items to grow your own plants. So you could grow a sunflower, it could be something else that you go for. So there's lots of different ways to be creative depending upon what your family loves to do. Now, moving on to activities that are suitable for slightly older children. This is a macrame sunflower bracelet. I will put the tutorial link to this. I'm getting better at linking where they are in video, so I will put the tutorial link to this, hopefully. I'll make sure I pop it in the description as well if I can't quite work out where it is. Now, this project I would say is a beginner plus. So I wouldn't do this if it's the first time you've ever done macrame. I will put some links to some videos and a blog post that's on my website that tells you the perfect projects to try if you are completely new to macrame. But once you've had a go at doing a couple of those projects, I would absolutely say that you would be ready to have a go at doing the sunflower bracelet. I will put a link to the sunflower bracelet tutorial. What I've done is a really nice super slow tutorial that you can follow along with me, because once you've got the hang of doing that flower, it's great. To start off with, I feel like it blew my mind when I first learned how to kind of do it, and I would say I think it took me 9 flowers before I actually worked out exactly what I was doing, but I've got it now and I know what I'm doing. So yes, that one's a great one to have a go at, and one, like I say, for kind of slightly older children. So my kind of daughter was 7, I think, when we had a go at doing this one, but she had done some macrame before, but definitely kind of through to kind of any age after that. Final project that I want to share with you is the iris folding sunflower. Now, when I originally started fiddling around having a go with this, I made a project that used a hexagon kind of base, but actually I changed my mind in the end and we went for an octagon. So if you choose to have a go at doing this, there is a YouTube tutorial for it that goes through exactly what you need to do, but then you've also got the pattern and the guide that's on the website as well that I'll pop links to. So we went for the octagon, and if you want to, you can have it just as that beautiful sunflower head, or if you're looking to make it very much more like a sunflower rather than a sun, then you can do the little stem with the little flower pot that adds on. So if you're doing that, the only thing I would say is make sure that you're using a kind of portrait piece of card, kind of like for your aperture, and not going for kind of one that's a square. It generally looks a lot better if you've got something kind of portrait. Mine in the image was done on an A5 sheet of card. So that's the roundup of lots of the sunflower projects that we've done. Hopefully you can tell that we absolutely adore any project that has sunflowers, and I'm sure we will add more in the future. Thanks ever so much for watching, and I'm hoping that normal practices will resume next week and I should have a new iris folding pattern for you.